Thank you to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video. Hey everybody, I'm XDefiant. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Welcome back to another mobile gaming news video. We have so many different games to talk about in today's video, so let's get things started. We're going to start things off with XDefiant Mobile. Yes, you heard me correctly. XDefiant, the game that all the big YouTubers and streamers were just recently playing, and the game that everybody liked to call the Call of Duty killer, could potentially be coming for mobile devices. I have some news about that. We're going to continue on talking about Rainbow Six Mobile and how very shortly you are finally going to be able to play that game again for both iOS and Android devices. Next up after that, I have a lot of news surrounding Valorant Mobile, some pretty scary news regarding that game, and I am very hesitant to show a lot of footage because some people are actually getting lawsuits for that game and sharing a bunch of footage. So yeah, we got to be careful about that. But after Valorant Mobile, we're going to talk about Project Bloodstrike and how you're finally going to be able to play that game pretty soon again. There is a brand new game like this game. I'm scared to say the name because you guys know I had a big issue with YouTube not too long ago where I made a video talking about a game similar to this game. But yes, there is a new game called New RP coming out and we'll react to the trailer. And then finally, if we have some time at the very end of the video, we're going to play a new game called One Mag Left that I've been following the development for a very long time now. The game is getting better and better, and even though it still looks like a very beta game, it's made by a very small, dedicated dev team, and I want to shed some light on their game, so more people can support it, and maybe the game will get even better. I don't really know. But yeah, I really hope you all do enjoy this video. If you do, please take a second and leave a like and subscribe for more mobile gaming news content like this. And let's talk about today's video sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. I'm sure you've heard of Raid Shadow Legends at this point in time. It seems like every YouTuber is sponsored by them. I mean, honestly, if I'm not sponsored by them, then I'm sort of not doing things right as a YouTuber, you know? This game's been around for over 4 years now, and it's actually turned itself into a pretty solid game. I've been following updates recently, and it actually seems like a really cool game that you might want to check out. One of the most difficult bosses in Raid is the Hydra, a 6-headed monster with each head being as difficult as a regular boss battle. There's the head of Blight, which will poison you, the head of Torment, which will constantly apply True Fear on your team, the head of Mischief, which loves your buffs and will steal them for itself, the head of Wrath, which weakens and provokes your team, the head of Decay, which actually makes your team lower its HP when it heals itself, and finally, the head of Suffering, the main head, which makes your team take damage every time they attack it. Also, new players can get the Stag Knight, one of the best champions, and a special skin designed by YouTuber JonTron. Just use the code JTSkin before October 7th. And finally, you can now face the Hydra and battle clans at the same time. Hydra Clash is a new clan-based competition where you and 4 other clans see who can smack the Hydra the hardest. Get your clanmates ready and try it out. So if you haven't joined Raid Shadow Legends yet, now is the perfect time to do so. Make sure to go down below in the description. Use my link in the description to download the game, or use my QR code right here to get some amazing bonuses in-game. You'll get an epic champion Knight Errant, as well as some other stuff like energy refills, a skill tome, and an XP booster. However, they're only going to be available for a limited amount of time, so don't miss out. Be sure to download Raid Shadow Legends today. Let's begin by talking about XDefiant Mobile. So yes, if you've never heard of XDefiant before, you probably should, because this is another one of those fast-paced, arcadey first-person shooters that really is trying to compete with Call of Duty. And when that game first came out a little while ago, it's not fully out yet, but you know, when it came out in like a soft launch beta-y type of thing, all the big YouTubers and streamers were playing it, and everybody had such positive things to say about it. I don't think Ubisoft thought too much about it, but it turns out it was a massive success. The game had a beta test last way longer than the developers originally thought, and everybody is excited for the next test. Everybody wants to play XDefiant. This game actually could potentially be a rival to Call of Duty in the near future, especially if Activision slacks off and they don't make good Call of Duty games in the future. So, Sarge OP, a trusted leaker on Twitter that I talk about all the time in my videos now, recently put out a tweet not too long ago that said, XDefiant, in one of the job listings for Live Operations Manager, Ubisoft mentioned online mobile game development experience. It seems that the game might be coming for mobile devices in the future, and he even provides a screenshot that literally says exactly that. This is a screenshot from their job listings for XDefiant, and they're at least exploring the opportunity to potentially bring this to mobile devices. That is it for all of the news regarding XDefiant Mobile. It could never come to mobile devices. There's at least a good chance it never will. But the very first leaks for Warzone Mobile were leaks just like this, where Activision had put out some job listings for mobile development. And guess what? Warzone Mobile has become a thing. So yeah, it might be a long time, might even be like 2025 before we see an XDefiant Mobile or something like that. But yeah, stay on the lookout because there might be some more news regarding that game, and you want to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. And now we can finally talk about Rainbow Six Mobile. Ubisoft has just confirmed that Rainbow Six Mobile soft launch is going to be coming in August. Guess what month it is? August! And it's actually the second half of August. So like, it's going to be coming very soon. It could come as soon as tomorrow. It could come as late as August 31st. But they've confirmed it. So Rainbow Six Mobile soft launch is about to drop, and you can actually pre-register for it right now on iOS and Android. So yeah, go on the App Store, go on the Google Play Store, pre-register if your device actually works for it, because yeah, I don't really know if there's like a limited number of spots for players for both iOS and Android, but it's better to just pre-register early before everybody else. That way you're pretty much guaranteed to be able to play the game as long as you have a compatible device. Now, you're probably wondering what the heck Rainbow Six Mobile is going to have in this soft launch version of the game. They actually put out a tweet not too long ago talking about their roadmap, and in their open beta/soft launch, they talked about how it is always live and there's going to be no reset, so you're going to be able to play whenever you want for the whole duration of the time. There's going to be mini seasons in this soft launch. There's going to be some sort of ranked mode. There will be events in the game. There's going to be updated onboarding, which I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I think maybe there's going to be a different way that you're going to be able to start playing the game. And then finally, there's going to be a new map, an additional map to this soft launch version of the game. So yeah, there's going to be some more content to this new version of Rainbow Six Mobile. I am very excited, and I will be making a video whenever it finally does drop. So yeah, again, stay tuned because you're definitely not going to miss out if you watch my videos. So now we can talk about Valorant Mobile, and there are so many cool leaks and videos and things that I want to show you guys on this video, but I am scared because Sarge OP has put out that some people are actually receiving lawsuits for sharing some of the newest footage from this most recent test in Valorant Mobile. Valorant Mobile just started a new test in China. There are people playing the Chinese version of Valorant Mobile right now. There are only a select few number of devices that are even able to play the game, and I think it's really only Chinese devices. So like, unless you have a Huawei device, you're like not even going to be able to play the game. But yes, I'm unfortunately not going to be able to share any of the newer footage like the UI, interacting with players and stuff like that. But there are people on Twitter that are sharing footage from this. So you are more than welcome to go on Twitter and then search up Valorant Mobile and see lots of different videos and clips that people have posted on Twitter. But moral of the story is they have started a new test. The next update for that test will be in September, so there's going to be even more leaks in September, and yeah, you can go on Twitter and search up whatever footage you want there. However, now we got to talk about Project Bloodstrike. Project Bloodstrike is the game that everybody likes to call the Warzone Mobile killer. It's basically the best alternative to Warzone Mobile, and right now, I honestly think Project Bloodstrike is better than Warzone Mobile. It's made by NetEase, and it's one of NetEase's best games. And Cyraton on Twitter, who's one of the best Bloodstrike players out there, I think he might have even been #1 at one point in the leaderboards. So, I mean, he's a really, really good player. He put out a tweet not too long ago that said something to break the silence. Project Bloodstrike for iOS, Android, and PC, cross-play and cross-platform. Seems to be releasing sooner than expected. So the most exciting thing about that is the fact that this game is supposedly going to be getting cross-platform. This is a new feature that hasn't been around for very long for mobile gaming, and more games are starting to do this. That basically means that if you have an iPhone, you're going to be able to play against people that have Android, and you're going to be able to play against people that have PC. So they're all going to be together in the same server, sort of like Fortnite Mobile, Farlight 84, and some of these other games that have cross-platform. But he's also saying that it's going to be coming sooner than you originally thought. A lot of people thought it would be like months before we could play Project Bloodstrike. Even somebody in their Discord server said, expect it early this November or December. And the actual Bloodstrike team is saying you don't have to wait that long. So it's not going to be November. It's going to be before that. If Warzone Mobile was originally planning to release in November, then NetEase likes to release their games early before the official game comes out. So I would expect like at least a month early for Project Bloodstrike. So like maybe early October, late September, something like that. That's when you're probably going to be able to play Bloodstrike next. So look out for that. And next, I'd like to show you all the brand new game that is similar to this game. I am too scared to even say the name of the game because, as you guys know, I had a big thing on YouTube where YouTube took down my video for violating their community guidelines because even though I just put the name of the game in my video title, they thought I was distributing a paid-for video game for free. It doesn't matter. YouTube has the worst community guidelines ever, and I could go on a whole rant, but I do want to show you all a new upcoming open world online game called New RP. So let's go full screen this. Let's go play their trailer. This is New RP. Now, obviously, this is very early footage, and the game could look even better over time, but this is dramatized a bit. It looks like you're going to have many different biomes and sceneries to play in, and it's going to be an online game, similar to this game, which is pretty freaking cool. I don't know if this is all, like, different sceneries that you're going to be able to play in, but there's, you know, the classic police chase right here. There is the city. There's going to be the more rural areas. And it looks really cool. And the fact that it actually has RP in the name of the game, I think there's going to be a lot of role-playing with, you know, maybe some people can be police officers, other people can be the criminals. And I don't really know how it's going to work. You know, this could be one of those games where it's more like Payday in a way where it's not necessarily a PvE, but it's going to be PvP. Some people are going to be the police officers. Other people are going to be the criminals. But I would hope it's going to be more similar to this game where it's actually going to be like an open world. You have missions. You have other people freely exploring the map and stuff like that. And I don't know if you're going to have multiple different characters as well. I think if you had that, it might end up being too similar to the game that everybody knows I'm talking about. See what you like. But it looks cool. It looks cool. They've even had a, like, question and answer session, it looks like. And I might have to mute this just because they're talking right now. But this is the game. This is what it looks like. This gives you a better idea. I don't think it would look as good as, like, Gangstar New York. But then again, Gangstar New York might never come for mobile devices. And if Gangstar New York never comes for mobile devices and there is no, like, newer, more modern open world game where you can kind of just go around the city and do whatever you want, this might be the best option. Yes, there you go. Okay, it shows that this game is on both iOS and Android, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, basically, yeah, this might be the one that everybody plays just because it is the newest version. There's all of your settings in games. There's factions. Looks like there is transportation. Lots of different vehicles. I would hope tons of different vehicles, including helicopters, planes, everything. Just like this game. And there's quests. And it looks cool. Looks cool. And finally, at the very end of this video, I'd like to show you all a game called One Mag Left. One Mag Left is made by a tiny development team. In fact, I think it might even be made by one person. Okay, so there are not many mobile games nowadays made by like a tiny team like that. It seems like every single one has Tencent attached to it, or Activision, or NetEase, or something like that. One of these big, massive companies. And when a game is coming out made by a tiny team, I really want to support it. I want to give my, like, shout out to it and stuff like that. And even though this game is in a very rough spot, you're going to look at this gameplay and be like, what the heck is this? This looks terrible compared to, like, you know, Call of Duty and even Warzone Mobile, a game that I'm not really a fan of. It has potential. It has potential. It has pretty cool mechanics. You know, you can slide and other stuff like that. It's a pretty fast-paced game. It's got both first person and third person, and I don't mind it. I actually don't mind it. I think if this developer continues improving with this game further and further, it actually has a shot to be pretty popular, you know? And even though I suck at it, I suck. Look, you can bunny hop in this game. You can bunny hop. Is that not freaking awesome? It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. You know, obviously right now, it's nowhere near even close to some of these other bigger games. But as I said, you know, I don't like how every single game nowadays is made by such a massive corporation, and you don't really have a chance to give any feedback at all as a player, you know? They don't really care nearly as much as a small indie developer where every little feedback that you give, they really care about. They take into account. And don't get me wrong, some of these bigger games, they actually have really good development teams, but when you have, you know, hundreds of people working on a game, inevitably, some of the feedback that players give slips through the cracks. And with a game like this, if the developer really continues listening to what the players want, adding in good features and stuff like that, then it does have a shot. It does have a shot to be pretty good. Did everybody leave already? Hello. I like with some of these things, like you can run at full speed when you're aiming down the sight. You know, there's different things in this game that other games don't have. And this game does have a wide variety of different game modes, you know, not just free-for-all. I'm playing free-for-all purely for the sake that we can get as much, you know, action as possible. But I'm hoping maybe after I make my video, more people download this on iOS and Android, and there's more people online than just myself. At the moment, it's pretty much just me, and that's it. And, yeah, give this game your support. That's basically what I'm trying to say here. Let's go leave the room, though, and just check out some of the other stuff here on the main menu. So as we saw, there is a free-for-all mode. There is, let's see, Team Deathmatch, Elimination, Covert Point, Guns Race, so basically a gun game, Kill Confirmed, and a Zombie mode. Zombie mode could be pretty cool. Here we go. Zombies mode in 1 mag left. Never played this before. Hi. Where are they? Cool looking map. Cool looking map. I'm not sure. Wait, what? That's a zombie? That's a zombie. Interesting. Maybe this game developer would like to add actual zombie, actual zombie character looking things. I don't really know, man. I think basically all they have to do is touch your teammate, and then, or maybe they just shoot your teammate, and then your teammate turns into a zombie. But yeah, I don't want to make this video super long. Obviously, you guys get the idea of what 1 mag left is like. I really hope you all did enjoy this video. We had a lot of different games to talk about, and hopefully the news was cool. Hopefully you guys were excited for some of this stuff. Leave a like and subscribe for more mobile gaming content, news, all this other type of stuff. I make videos on basically everything. Did I just turn into a zombie? I don't know if I just turned into a zombie or not. I have no idea. I don't know what's going on. But, yeah, hope you all did enjoy. Leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next episode.